Yeah, I'll just send you, and I'll send you shots.
Okay.
So it's when it's yellow. Test. It's muted. Just tap it once. Goes green.
Test.
Tap it again.
And
It's
he's
yellow.
controlling all the volume.
Yes. Yeah. You don't have to worry.
Oh
about
my God! You're not giving me the. You're giving me the coffee book.
I didn't give it to you.
Oh my God! That is just.
Who gave it to you? I think that's not ours, is it?
This is the one they used on. So I have a different one. I
That's
used a
down
different
there,
one.
isn't it down there? This was just laying in here, I think. I'll go down and see if the one that from.
Get it. That would be only with my game.
Is your money safe, secure, and growing? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Merchants Bank, and together, let's build your savings strategy. Maybe you'd like to have a rainy day fund, save for your child's future, or create a long-term savings plan. Or maybe you're just not sure where to start. As your trusted banker, we believe in helping you find the right solution, not just any solution, to make reaching your financial goals easier. Call us or stop in at Merchants Bank. Let's build a plan to reach your dreams together.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery, and I am loving it. My vision has never been better. Driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye, and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly, and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by Ayat. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Get your vehicle ready for whatever Minnesota weather throws at you next. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you your keys back. Go Raiders from all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
To the Aldrich Arena. That's right. It's the Aldrich Arena in Maplewood, where the consolation bracket is coming here this afternoon or this morning. I want to welcome everyone here to Northfield Live and 95.1, the 1 KYMN and AM 1080. It's the Northfield Raiders taking on the Eagles of New Ulm. Both lost yesterday. New Ulm lost to Warroad yesterday, 8-1. So they drew a high seed. The Raiders drew a pretty high seed too. St. Cloud Cathedral, they lost that one 5-1 yesterday at the XL Energy Center. So this morning, we're back here at Aldrich at the Maplewood, in the beautiful Maplewood Aldrich Arena here. And a nice little seating capacity here. Looks like we got a few Northfield fans starting to roll in to the arena. Got a little New Ulm as well. New Ulm probably a little bit of a distance, but both teams, I think, looking to advance and continue and make sure that, maybe they can get some hardware yet this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it sucks to get bounced in that first round, but Raiders, they were coming in at a disadvantage against a very good team. And, they played pretty good, especially in that first half of the game. And, it kind of fell apart. But being able to come home and say that, we were consolation champs, it's better than saying that we got bounced right away.
Well, that's what the hope is anyhow. So I know we talked to both coaches, and both of them the coaches are pretty even keel. That's really not, it's hard to say what the kids are like, but I was over there talking to Mike Letcraft, and the guys are up there and they're warming up and whatnot. They seem to be in decent spirits. They seem to be enjoying themselves, and I think it's more about that camaraderie because a lot of seniors are going to be graduating at the end of this year. So we'll have to see how that all develops and how that takes place, but the head coach for New Ulm, it's business as usual for these guys. That's, it's just, they've been doing this so long. Yeah. And it's just like, for them, it's like, okay, what question could I ask them that they've never been asked? I don't even know. So, I mean, both coaches are just saying, yeah, I told the guys, hey, tough break. It is what it is. Put it away, flush it down. Let's go get it done today.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, you're playing hockey. You're coming out here to have fun. And, all these guys, they're going to come out here, have fun, enjoy yourself. And that's what you're doing this for.
All right, well, again, it is the Eagles with an overall 23-6-0. Finished the regular season on second place in the Big South Conference with a 14-2 record. And it is an independent school, so they don't really have a conference. And they were beaten again yesterday by War Road 8-1. The Raiders, of course, coming in with an overall record 22-5-2. They lost yesterday to Cathedral 5-1 and coming off of a Big 9 championship as well for the Northfield Raiders. You know what? I think we'll take a little break. We'll come back. We'll talk to both these coaches and find out what they actually have to say, and then we'll try to interpret it as we go along. You're listening to Raider Hockey right here on 95.1 The One, KYMN, and AM 1080, streaming audio live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Is your money safe, secure, and growing? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Merchants Bank, and together, let's build your savings strategy. Maybe you'd like to have a rainy day fund, save for your child's future, or create a long-term savings plan. Or maybe you're just not sure where to start. As your trusted banker, we believe in helping you find the right solution, not just any solution, to make reaching your financial goals easier. Call us or stop in at Merchants Bank. Let's build a plan to reach your dreams together.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Start your morning with the KYMN Morning Show. This is Jeff Johnson. Join me each weekday from 6 to 9 a.m. when I talk with local people making news. Rich Larson has the area's most comprehensive and up-to-date newscasts. Weather specialist Bob Matheson will have your forecast. And Tim McNiff joins us for news with a side of sports. Find out what's happening in your community by listening to 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net. KYMN 95 The One.
Starting the home building process is challenging and it can be overwhelming at times. That's why Schmidt Homes has a plethora of 1 to 2-story floor plans to help you get started. Their vast options feature a wide range of square footage, design styles, bedroom, and bathroom count. Their dedicated team will work with you every step of the way to turn your dream home into a reality. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
A health savings account from Community Resource Bank can help you save money on medical expenses when used in conjunction with a qualifying high-deductible health plan. And HSA offers the return of a savings account with the convenience of checking, all while earning a competitive interest rate. Stop by one of our locations or visit crb.bank to learn more. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Aldrich Arena here in Maplewood as the consolation bracket, or as I like to call it, the cancellation bracket, is taking place. It's the New Ulm Eagles taking on the Northfield Raiders here this morning. And we caught up to our head coaches here just before the game. And our visiting coach, which is the New Ulm Eagles, is brought to you by NCC Builders. NCC Builders has been constructing high-quality custom homes and commercial projects to the Northfield area for over 50 years with a singular focus to bring your vision to life. Let's find out what head coach Ryan Newman has to say here this morning. Head coach Ryan Newman of New Ulm joins us here at pregame. Coach, congratulations on getting to state. Had a tough seat against War Road. What'd you have to tell your guys last night after that?
Just obviously keep your heads up there in the trip to the tournament here, and obviously we knew going into the game with War Road that we had a tough task in front of us and needed to play a flawless game to probably beat them. Played a good first period, then it kind of snowballed from there, and just kind of good teams do that to you. They wear you down. But everybody stayed pretty positive after the game.
Okay, so now today you played Northfield, and They lost yesterday to St. Cloud Cathedral, another top seed there as well. So what did you tell your guys, or have you spoken to your guys yet this morning to kind of motivate them?
It's just kind of the message. Obviously, you're up here. Our goal is to win a game and play into Saturday. So, it's just another opponent we don't know a ton about. We haven't played them in the regular season at all. I've seen some film on them, but not a ton. And then obviously watch a game last night. So just prepare for that and get ready to go.
All right. Well, thanks for your time and good luck this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you.
Ryan Newman, head coach of New Ulm.
NCC Builders has built and renovated custom homes and commercial buildings since 1972. We are committed to providing the Northfield area with high-quality construction with a singular focus to bring your vision to life. I'm Adam, the president of NCC Builders. You can rely on our experience and attention to detail for your home or business. Take the first step. Contact us at nccbuilders.com or 507-645-8975.
All right, that was head coach Ryan Newman. Short, sweet, to the point. He's not playing around, I can tell you that. Those guys are serious. They do want to win some hardware as well. So we'll have to just see how this whole contest stacks up. So what we do need is out of Northfield, they got to come out hot. They got to come out fast. They got to come out motivated. They got to come out and just take control of the game. Get a couple scores in the net and take control of the game. Once they do that, I believe that Northfield has the best chance to win. Let's talk to our head coach from Northfield, Mike Letcroft. Valley Auto House is brought to you by this afternoon. Auto House has been offering automotive repair services to Northfield and surrounding areas since 1926. If you're looking for an honest and trustworthy car repair service near you, contact the Valley Auto House. Let's catch up to head coach for the Northfield Raiders. Mike Letcroft with the Northfield Raiders head coach. Mike drew a tough seed yesterday against St. Cloud Cathedral, and they got the best of you. I'm sure it's not where you guys wanted to be, but it is what it is. Now you're in here today against New Ulm. What are your thoughts? What did you say to the guys yesterday after the game?
Yeah, when you get to the state tournament that every team is going to be high caliber. You want to be playing your best. I thought we played, after a mishap 18 seconds into the game to kind of give them a goal. Thought we played really well for the first, period and a half. It's got, there's a uniqueness to that tournament that momentum is such a big thing like it is in all sports. But yesterday I thought we were, had opportunity early in the second when they got that second goal to go 2-1. I still felt fine. Got one on the power play. So going into the third, it was, we needed that next goal. That was going to be the one to either get us back in the game and swing that momentum. Ultimately, they got it on the power play again, and it kind of drove that momentum for them to win. Obviously, they're a really good team. We played them earlier this year, and we knew that going in. So, St. Cloud Cathedral's good. So, the kids transition to today. We have a clear message that there's still a trophy to win. There's still a championship to win. That's our new mindset. We're happy to be at the state tournament, and it's where we are. So we're going to be ready today to play hard and play against a good New Ulm team.
I noticed Cam Kaiser wasn't attacking the net like he normally has in the last couple of games. Is that a strategy, or what's going on with that?
He's still got a little lingering from the shoulder injury. That's always a challenge when you have a shoulder injury and you're a physical player. Getting trapped in against the boards or even just big hits, can cause that injury to kind of re-aggravate. So he's still, got a heavy shot, so we can get him in a position to shoot pucks. That's really our goal. We made a little swap on the power play before the playoffs to get him into a shooting position a little bit more, but that's just going to be one of those things that until it's completely healed will be something he'll have to kind of find his way to play through.
What do you know about New Ulm?
They're good. 23 wins. They had a great record. They play hard. They're super physical. Top line, they've got a guy that has 80 points, so we'll have to keep tabs on him throughout the game. They're really good in goal. So again, it's going to take a team effort. We'll have to play hard, but I think we're ready.
All right, well, thanks for your time and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Head coach Mike Letcroft of the Northfield Raiders.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouth guard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Don't let dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Hello, I'm your Mayor, Rhonda Pownell, and I would like to cordially invite you to this year's State of the City Address on March 19th, 2024 at 6 p.m. at the White Center.
Vehicle ready for whatever Minnesota weather throws at you next. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you your keys back. Go Raiders from all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Welcome back to Aldrich Arena here in Maplewood, Minnesota. Yeah, we got a crowd starting to roll in here for Northfield. A little scattered around the areas. Probably got some other guys coming in from Orono and stuff like that for the next game that'll be after ours here this afternoon. And we got a nice little crowd here from New Ulm as well. It's the New Ulm Eagles taking on the Northfield Raiders. Let's take our starting lineups, brought to you by Ritchie Eye Clinic. If you're interested in improving your vision, scheduling a free consultation at Ritchie Eye Clinic is a great first step. Let's kick it over to the scores table for our opening lineup.
The New Ulm Eagles against the champions of Section 1 with a record of 22-5-2. Let's welcome the Northfield Raiders. This morning, we're going to meet the starting lineups. We'll begin with the visiting Eagles. Starting in goal as senior number 1, Briar Hoffman. On defense, the sophomore number 12, Caden Klein. His offensive partner is a junior number 14, Brody Wenner. The forward line, a senior number 22, Briar Lang. Right wing, a senior number 4, Brock Wellman. And the center is a sophomore, number 16, Brody Nordby. And the rest of the Eagles, their head coach is Ryan Newman. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the Raiders. Starting in goal is senior number 31, Drayton Shimoda. On defense, a 9th grader, number 2, Ben Geiger. Defensive partner, a sophomore, number 4, Bridger Riley. The forward line, a senior, number 20, Caden Munson. Right wing, a junior, number 13, Will Cashin. And the center, a sophomore, number 9, Michael Stewart. And the rest of the Raiders, their head coach is Mike Ludcraft. This morning's game officials working the lines, Morgan Shepard, Wes Watashek, and your referees are Ryan Swafford and Tyler Rue. At this time, we ask you to please rise, please remove your caps for the playing of our Star Spangled Banner.
All right, well, our national anthem and starting lineup, of course, brought to you by none other than Ritchie Eye Clinic. If you're interested in improving your vision, scheduling a free consultation at Ritchie Eye Clinic is a great first step. All right, we're about ready to get started here from the Aldrich Arena out in Maplewood. So let's see what happens. First one to the net, I think, has got the most opportunity to control the contest.
Yeah, absolutely. As Michael Kraft said in our pregame interview, it's a game of momentum. You know, once you get on that board first, once you get that first goal in, you got a much better chance of keeping it going. I mean, especially two teams here in the consolation bracket, you need to get that confidence back up, and the first team to do that, they're going to have an advantage here.
All right, so with that said, the teams are heading to the bench right now. They're right down in front of us here, and the Northfield fans are on the other side of the arena from us. So the Northfield Raiders will be in their whites with the maroon and gold striping and the maroon and gold striped breezers. And they'll be going from right to left on your radio dial. New Ulm, the Eagles coming in with their purple and white jerseys and breezers. So they'll be going from left to right on your radio dial. I want to welcome everyone here to 95.1 The One in Northfield Live as we're streaming audio. Face-off, controlled by Northfield, and it'll be Cashin down the right side, and they're going to just go dumping and running. And Munson will go in behind, and he lays a solid hit out there in a centering pass across the middle. That goes flying right on by. There's a shot over the top of the net. New Ulm picks it up, tries to clear, can't. Ben Geiger with a nice shot from the point, but that's easily saved by Hoffman. Now the puck will come in through neutral ice, and the Raiders will pick it up and dump it all the way back in. And now here they come again. Munson crashing down into the boards. Hoffman coming out of the net. Munson almost had a shot at him, but he'll do a little drop pass here to the circle by Cashin. He'll try to take it in behind the net. Now to the far corner, now to the right circle. Now to the left side to Frank. Frank will skate it to the middle. He'll try to fire one. That's deflected, back in the back. And then down on the ground, Stewart get tripped up a little bit there. Frank still holding control of it. Raiders controlling the opening minute here of the contest. And now we'll come around the other direction. Lang will take it across through neutral ice and over the blue line. Now he'll continue. He gets taken out down to the ground as Rand takes him out. Frank will pick it up in the Northfield area. Pushes it up through neutral ice and now in front. And it was Cashin trying to hold his own, and he tries to get a backhand. He slides into the crease. They'll be picking it up right here. New Ulm will try to clear, but they can't. And now Geiger with a shot, and right in the old breadbasket there, man. Barstead took a nice shot right in the gut right there off that slap shot.
Yeah, Sam Boardman with a really nice defensive play, taking it away from New Ulm. And then Raiders also breaking up a little shot right there, and puck goes straight up in the air.
Puck clears through neutral ice. Winter tries to send one across to Geiger, and they're going to have to pull it back. Got offsides. Geiger got a little bit too much speed going, and so he'll bring it back out. So Winter down in the near corner. He'll try to clear the puck. New Ulm clears it. Eagles goes all the way down the end. In hot pursuit now. There's Boardman, and that'll be an icing call. So there's our first stoppage of play at the 14:59 mark. Currently, no one has any shots on goal.
I don't know if they have a shots on goal counter here, Jimmy, but yesterday the game versus St. Cloud Cathedral, it was there was a lot of stoppage of plays. We'll see if that continues here. I mean, there was probably about 40 stoppage of plays throughout that game.
There was 40 plus. There was 40 after. There was 40 face-offs after 2 periods.
Yeah.
So it might have been closer to 60. There's a deflected shot off of Frank. Puck goes down in behind. Picked up there by Simon. Simon tries to clear the zone, loses it. Dumped down underneath. Picked up now by the Raiders. Benjamin tries to clear the zone. Can't. Simon will come away with it. Banks it off the boards in the behind the net. Now they'll clear that up through neutral ice. Canelli will let that one fly all the way down. Picked up there by Klein. And they'll push that one up forward off the glass. Bang it right out in front. Raiders will pick it up. Geiger will get it in his own zone. They'll try to push it up. Down the right side. Winner with a shot right in the stick save. Euchre, one of their top scorers. Now we'll have a stoppage of play here. It looks like we're going to have a penalty. We're going to have a tripping call here.
I'm not seeing who this call is against. They are going to send Caden Munson to the box here for Northfield.
Yeah, Munson's going to go for tripping at the 2:55 mark. Not a good deal.
Yeah, Munson, one of the better players on this team. I mean, especially yesterday, he came out very aggressively, as you can hear New Ulm pounding the floor there on their box. As Munson,
all right, they're on the power play now, so we'll see what happens.
Northfield penalty number 20, Pete Munson, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 2:55. Munson, tripping minor, 2:55.
New Ulm fires one for the top. That, of course, again is Euchre. Euchre fires one and goes up over the top of the net, hits the glass, and now they'll come through another shot. This one saved by Shimoda.
Great job there by Shimoda, recognizing a high line drive there, sticking the glove up and snagging it through a lot of bodies. Great job right there.
So they'll face off to the right of Shimoda. 1:41 remaining in the power play for New Ulm. 13:46 remaining here in the first period of the consolation bracket against the Eagles of New Ulm and the Northfield Raiders. In their own zone, picked up now, pushed over there. It's going to be Barstad down the right side. He can't really hold on to it. Now it's picked up again by Lang, and I think they'll probably call him for an offsides here. Raiders will do a complete rehaul of their penalty kill here. Stewart, Cashin, Riley, Geiger facing off at neutral ice. That puck gets flipped away in the air into the bench, and we'll face off again, probably right at the other circle on neutral ice. Oh, they're going to take it right back. Why not?
Yeah, Raiders have a very efficient penalty kill, sitting at 85.3 coming into this game, as they're doing a great job here stopping the New Ulm Eagles.
Puck goes all the way down to the New Ulm end and in behind the end line. They'll try to clear it up. Burdell holding it against that far side, now skating down the left side. He gets hit, and just a huge collision by Stewart and Burnell. Puck gets cleared into the neutral, and Riley puts a little hit, but now he's got them in behind the defense here a little bit. Shot from that left slot, and that was a nice save there by Shimoda. Now in behind the net, it is the Eagles skating in behind. They are very physical on their power play here, and that one's going to pop all the way out as Euchre will pick that one up, and he'll skate it all the way back into his own zone. Advance, intercepted, Stewart, opportunity, got in behind him, he shoots, and he scores!
Michael
Stewart with the score! At the 4:14 mark to put the Raiders up 1-0 on a shorthanded goal.
Michael Stewart with some great skating there, slicing through the defense and finding an excellent way to get past the New Ulm goaltender. Fantastic job by Michael Stewart.
All right. Raiders get up on top on a shorthanded goal, so they are up 1-0, and New Ulm, of course, will remain in the power play for the next 39 seconds anyhow. Puck dumped all the way deep into the New Ulm zone. Right, that one caught them off guard there a little bit. I don't think they expected that to happen. Neither did anyone else, but Raiders will control the puck in neutral ice. Kaiser on the ice now. Frank takes it all the way back and then fires it, but it gets picked up. And oh man, what a crushing blow there. Kaiser just drops the guy right at center line, and he just took a hit. Weston just buried it.
Number 9, Michael Stewart, unassisted. Time of the goal, 4:14. Stewart, an unassisted goal, his 7th of the season. Unassisted, 4:14. Raiders, full strength.
Raiders are back to full strength, as you just heard for the scorers table. Geiger will take that down all the way around. Now they got that first line back out there again. Shot across the goal. Blocked by Hoffman. Dumped down into the corner. Centering pass out in front. Kennelly with a shot, misses left. Picked up in the far side. Picked up over there by the Northfield Raiders. Whiteman goes down to the ground, and now they try to sneak through the zone there. Tries to get a little back alley around the wraparound, but he can't get past New Ulm there. Puck will get cleared off the glass all the way down to the other end. New Ulm's going to make a major change here for a line change. Forwarding pass there. Nice little push all the way down to the end. Whiteman just dumps it down, way down on the end before Benjamin gets down in the corner with them as they fight for that down in the left side. Now through neutral ice comes New Ulm. Klein with it still with a centering pass out in front. Nothing. Left hand, little winger there, and Shimoda with a glove save there. And they will have a stoppage of play and a face-off, I believe, to his right with 11:03 to play in the first period.
Raiders did a fantastic job of that penalty kill earlier as Munson checks back into the game here for the Raiders. Great job killing that penalty and getting a goal out of it, as Shimoda's having a great day in net so far.
Face-off controlled by the Eagles, now intercepted again by the Raiders. Stewart will try to clear the zone. In through neutral ice, they'll pick it up. Raiders in their own zone now. They'll skate to the left-hand side to the near boards. Munson dumps it down to the end line. Chasing it is Klein. Klein getting after it first. Munson, look out. He was ready to crush on him. Puck comes out in front of the point, picked up by the left circle. Munson will skate it all the way to the near side. Looking for underneath is Cashin. Cashin will look for something out front. Munson took a swipe at it as he hit the ground, but it is picked up by the Eagles, and they'll try to clear the zone. Munson tried to hold it in. Euchre down that right side, looking right up the middle from that right slot. There's a shot across the board. Nice save by Shimoda as that puck goes to the far side. They flip it up off the glass and send this one all the way down to the end line, and we'll have a stoppage of play. An icing is called, and we'll bring it all the way back to the Northfield end. And for another face-off with 10:11 to go. Raiders on top 1-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Face-off to the right of Shimoda here. Won by the Eagles. Top of the circle, they'll send it down underneath, in behind. Ty Frank will pick it up. Being challenged there by Nordby. Weston with the puck, trying to control that. Nordby and Weston going at it against the Raiders down in the corner against Frank and Geiger. Both Frank again. Now Geiger's double teamed there in the corner as they try to stall that and clear it out of there. Raiders coming away with it for a second. Now Rand will come around and send it to the near side. Look out! Ooh. That's a shot to the face. Without a doubt, that the guy is going to the penalty box. That is Barstead, and Barstead elbowed him straight up, and Kaiser has something to say about that, and he just knocks him to the ground. That is definitely an elbow right to the face.
Yeah, I believe that was Geiger who got knocked down on that one, or it was Winter. Andrew Winter was just kind of skating around, and he just gets an elbow right to the face mask. He just popped right back up and walked it off, but Kaiser came immediately to the defense of his teammate, as he absolutely was in his right too. So he'll get sent to the box for 2 minutes here.
He hit his head, and I'll be honest with you, that could be a 4-minute major right there.
Yeah, Winter does have a cut on his forehead here, so he's a really tough guy. I've known him pretty much all my life. He'll wash it right off.
Landon Barstead, he receives a 5-minute major for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 7:16. Barstead elbowing major, 7:16.
Well, 5-minute major, that means they can just machine gun it all day for 5 minutes, because he's not coming out of the box if they score a point. That was just a blatant hit to the face.
About as blatant of a hit as you can see. We see some tough hits here, but that one was over the line right there, and it's not surprising to see that 5-minute major.
Facing off to the right of Hoffman, and then New Ulm end. Referee's having a little conversation with Geiger and the other captain. Interception, turnover, and it's Euchre going down that right side, trying to ride him off. As Frank, he rides him off. The puck will come clear. Raiders will recover. That was a bad mistake there, but they got away with it. Now let's see if they can capitalize. Munson down that right side, centering pass, and that one's out front for Geiger. Geiger misses wide to the left. Puck will come to the top of the circle. Cashin to the far side. Munson from that right circle. Now to the top. Now back down to Munson. That right hash. sneaking up into the zone. There's a pass across the middle of Geiger. That one's broken up. Frank will take it at the top. Push it down. Now from the shot, takes a shot up and over into the glass, and it'll come up out of the zone, so the Raiders will have to pick it up, and Frank will recover. 4:05 remaining in the power play for Northfield. There's another turnover. There's a turnover going on the right-hand side. Lang. Lang going one-on-one. The intercepted and picked up off of there by Frank. Will pick that one up, and nice defensive move there by Geiger. Now he'll head to the bench. And Ben Geiger will head out. So Winter back in the game. Doesn't take long. And down that right-hand side they go, in behind the net, looking for something across the middle. They'll take it to the top to Riley. Down to the left circle. Geiger takes a shot just off the pads of the goalie Hoffman. Up and over, up to the top and to the far side of the boards. Riley loses it off of his stick, and he'll have to clear the zone. 3:28 remaining here in the power play. And to the major for Northfield. And that, of course, was Borstead. Landon Borstead with the major for elbowing right to the face. Winner down the left side. 7:58 remaining in the contest. Raiders lead 1-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. From that left circle, Ben Geiger will drop it down underneath, centering pass to Winner, but that one's broken up pretty easily there by Coop. Casey Coop in the contest for New Ulm. Puck in behind the net, both teams fighting for it. Somebody trying to clear it. Out in front of the crease it comes, but it gets broken up again. And it's a race for it down in the corner. Kennelly getting after it. Now they'll try to clear it out of there. New Ulm tries to send it all the way around. Ben Geiger tries to hold it in. And they're going to come out of here, and that would be offsides normally. But now the Raiders will regroup. Fires the puck all the way back down to the other end. And it will be Riley racing for it as he passes it back to, looks like Munson. Munson's going to pick it up on the far side. 7:11 remaining in the first period. 2:25 remaining in the power play for Northfield. Yet to score. Down to that right circle. There's a shot across the middle. Trying to do the one-timer there, and it just misses from Geiger. Now Geiger will pick it up down in the near boards to bring it to the point. Frank down to the left side. Underneath. Kaiser. Now he dumps it down there to Cash, and Kaiser will come down and pick it up down in the corner as they smash him into the boards. Frank will recover from the top. Sends it over to the right circle. Now back to the left side. Shot on goal, and that shoots and scores. Kaiser with the score at the 11:22 mark.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how that one went in. Kaiser just snuck it right through the goalie, it looks like. Just straight in, and just a fantastic job by Cam Kaiser. An excellent goal, and the Raiders remain in the power play.
So at the 11:22 mark, Cam Kaiser puts them up 2-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. 1:54 remaining in the major power play. 6:38 remaining in the first period. That is a real, you talk about momentum changer, that is a huge momentum changer right there. Cashin will dump the puck down into the Eagles' end, and they'll try to clear the zone. Nice defensive play by Frank as he holds it in the zone. Kaiser centers it, forwards it up to Munson. Munson hit off the stick. Euchre will take it down the right-hand side, and he'll get in behind the defense, but the Raiders will still continue. Munson pushing him off. Cashin getting after it. Now he'll send it up to Munson on the near side here. Munson across the middle, breaking Geiger. Geiger down on the left-hand side. He's going to go right in behind the net, looking for something out front, and he'll take it all the way to the far corner.
Season number 12, Cam Kaiser. First assist to number 7, Ty Frank. Second assist to number 20, Caden Munson. Time of the power play goal, 10:22. 12, 7, 20, 10:22.
Raiders in their own zone. They'll try to clear it. 57 seconds remaining in the power play. Euchre takes the puck, sides to the right. Opportunity, and he just whiffs on that as Larson. So Shimoda is still in position, and he didn't even get the shot off on that one on that turnover by Northfield. It's those little mistakes you can make. You put the other team right back in the game here. They got to kind of play a clean game nonetheless. That puck gets banged off the glass and sends it into the Northfield zone as we got 28 seconds remaining in the power play. That pass is no good, and that goes all the way down, and they're going to have an icing call, so Northfield will bring it all the way back, and they'll face off on their deep in their end with 25 seconds to go just to the left of Shimoda.
Yeah, Raiders would really like to come out of this power play, this major, with at least another goal or at least another shot on goal, as they haven't gotten a whole lot out of it besides the one goal.
Frank in behind as the Raiders win that faceoff. Skates it up, sends it all the way through neutral ice, and down the right side they come from that right slot, and he just gets deflected over the top. Hoffman almost looked like he was ducking, actually, to be honest with you. Eagles will try to control it. Puck comes loose all the way down. 2 seconds, 1 second. They're back to full strength, and he's coming straight to the bench. Puck goes all the way in behind the Eagles net and then bounces way out in front as the Raiders will continue to hit. Rand with a nice check. There's another check, and he flips him right into the boards. Whiteman just takes him and flips him into the bench, literally into the bench.
I mean, it was a great hit right there. He just, as you said, flipped him right there. Yeah, he took out 2 of the bench players as well.
Puck comes loose into the neutral zone. Simon will pick it up, and he'll skate it to the far side. 4:07 remaining here, and he gets crushed into the boards. Really getting ticky-tacky physical here this afternoon. Puck will come all the way to the near side. Ben Geiger holds up. Make sure he didn't get crushed. Smart play there by him. Geiger trying to control it by the near boards. He'll try to skate it out, but that one is picked up there by Larson. Larson tries to clear it through the neutral zone, but the Raiders will try to get it out of there, and it's held up in neutral ice here. Puck comes into the Northfield end. Ben Geiger will pick that one up, and he'll try to send it through to Cashin. It just passes past him, but it goes all the way down into the corner. Northfield trying to recover. Cashin picks it up in behind the net, looking for something out in front. Winner's out there, but no pass. Riley to the top of the right circle. Shot towards the goal. Rebound out in front and just gets flown all the way down. And we'll have an icing call here with 3:13 to play in the first period.
Yeah, New Ulm's defense has done a pretty good job stopping the Raiders when they get down there. Really being able to crowd the goal, not letting the Raiders get any good shots off. And, I mean, the score is 2-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard, but New Ulm doing a pretty solid job there on defense.
Face off to the left of Hoffman in the Eagles' end. Shot towards the goal, rebound off to Hoffman. Now we'll have a stoppage of play.
We don't have an official shots on goal count, but by my count, it's roughly about 6-2 in favor of the Raiders, and that's, of course, very rough.
Face off at neutral ice. Puck must have flipped up into the net there or something, but it'll come out from Geiger. Geiger will control it. So Northfield sends it back in. Winter, and it comes all the way back out. Eagles clear it pretty easily. Now the Raiders will just dump it right back in. Picked up down on the near side here is Barstead. Little check over to the far side over there as the Eagles try to clear. Now they'll skate it through the zone. Coming out there is Brandell, who can take it down the right-hand side. He's got a shot on goal. Rebound out front. No good. Smutter with a save and a glove save. More pushing and shoving out in front. So another opportunity there by the Eagles, but a great save by Shimoda on the first and the second rebound there. Referee having a little conversation with, I think that's not Barstead, but it's Nordby, having a little conversation with them, and they're chirping back and forth here. You got Riley and Nordby going back and forth with each other here, and they got Kaiser. The refs are talking to Kaiser as well.
That's not the shocker, but Kaiser, of course, always there to defend his teammates and defend himself. But Shimoda with just some great saves on that possession right there. Fantastic job by him. You know, he didn't play goalie for a while. He was taken off of Frankus. There's going to be a tripping call here.
I think we're going to have a tripping call. We should have a tripping call anyhow.
Someone was laid parallel with the ground.
Yeah, we were laying on the ice, so it'll be Larson. Larson heading to the box. So with 14:22 mark, we've got Larson. He's going to get tripping call there, I do believe, as well. So that'll be their second penalty of the evening or morning or afternoon or whatever. What time? I don't know what time it is.
It's around 11:22.
Okay. Face off in the Eagles' end. Raiders come away with it. In behind the net.
Caden Larson, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 14:22.
Well, they called it for interference instead of tripping, but either way, he was ended up on his face. But puck will come all the way to the top of the blue line. Riley down to the side of Geiger. Geiger centering pass broken up by the defense, and then it'll come all the way out to neutral ice as Riley skates it back into the Northfield zone. 1:29 remaining here. Look out. Almost took his head off. That's Heigl. He just held it. He just about took his Stewart's head off.
That was Winter. He is not getting taken easy on here today.
Puck comes to the near side, to the top of the left circle. Now to the point, down on the left circle. Oh, Stewart tries to hit the pass down underneath, but that one gets broken up there by Winter. Not Winter, Wenner. Puck's cleared by the Eagles. They'll send it all the way down to the Northfield end. 1:33 remaining in the first period. 52 seconds remaining here in the power play for Northfield. We've got a statistician just down the street here, so we'll see. We'll maybe get an idea from her if she can get some shots on goals and different things. The Minnesota State High School League sitting right next to us, along with the broadcast team from New Ulm right next to us as well. We're a well-knit family. That one's off the pipe. There was a shot from Kaiser, an opportunity. He was wide open, and he just got a little too high as it popped off the top of the pipe. Now the Raiders will pick it up in the near boards. Centering pass to Kaiser. Kaiser shoots, and that one's into Hoffman's face. And down goes Fraser. Got a couple guys running into each other right there, and it looks like there might be Weston and Kaiser getting after it. And Kaiser breaking hard to the right. And he hits Weston and drops him in the crease there. So now we got another stoppage of play here. And the referee is just having a conversation here, I do believe. They are looking to have a conversation. They're basically telling everyone to settle down, looks like. 17 seconds remaining in the power play for Northfield, down in the Eagles' end in the near circle. 52 seconds remaining in the period. Puck will come all the way top to Frank. Ty Frank sends it down to Geiger. Geiger at the top of that left circle. He'll send it to the point. Frank with a shot. That one's deflected out front by Munson. It goes all the way to the far side. 3 seconds remaining in the power play. They're back at full strength. And the Raiders will hold it in. Fires across the board. Hits Munson in the shin pad. Picked up there by number 21, Larson. Larson tries to clear the zone. Can't do it. We've got 26 seconds remaining. Here's the Raiders hold it in. Munson from that right circle. And he loses it off the end of his stick. Now it's picked up and dumped all the way back in behind the Eagles' net. Again, picked up by Northfield. Munson recovering it. He loses it off his stick again. Puck comes out of the zone. Picked up by Munson. Now the Eagles take it. They'll try to swat it in. Down the right side they come. And hit hard is Munson right at the whistle. There's an elbow by Munson right there. Yeah. He put a face list into Lang. So Lang kind of give him a little shove, but then Munson should give him an elbow right back to the face. I don't know. He's lucky we don't have a major penalty here.
Yeah, Lang shoved first, but Munson definitely had more of an aggressive shove on that one. As it is the end of the first here anyways, so
well, we're going to see what they got. They got the referee right here. He's going to say, he's talking to Mike Luckcraft right now, and they're having a conversation here.
Judging by Luckcraft's body language, this is not some news that he wants to hear, as he does look a little disappointed in whatever this call is going to be.
And they assessed at the 17-minute mark to Northfield's number 20, Caden Munson. He receives a 5-minute major for hit contact.
Yeah, that's not a surprising call.
Caden Munson, head contact, major, 17 minutes.
Well, it's going to be an elbow or a late hit or something, hit to the face. Either way, that's the type of hockey you cannot play anytime, let alone in a state high school hockey tournament, because they're going to call that, and you can't lose you got to keep your emotions in check. You just absolutely have to.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that is the end of the first period, so let's take a break, shall we? And then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about that first half. But the Raiders on top currently 2-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. You are listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 to 1 AM 1080 and streaming on NorthfieldLive.com.
Is your money safe, secure, and growing? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Merchants Bank, and together, let's build your savings strategy. Maybe you'd like to have a rainy day fund, save for your child's future, or create a long-term savings plan. Or maybe you're just not sure where to start. As your trusted banker, we believe in helping you find the right solution, not just any solution, to make reaching your financial goals easier. Call us or stop in at Merchants Bank. Let's build a plan to reach your dreams together.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery and I am loving it. My vision has never been better. Driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly, and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
This ball is crushed.
All Major League Baseball spring training camps are in full swing, and that means Northfield Youth Baseball registration is open. Enjoy watching your kids on a baseball field this summer. For those interested in in-house baseball leagues, register them now at northfieldyouthbaseball.com. Yes, we know there is still snow on the ground, but for kids who are in grades kindergarten to 3rd grade who'd like to participate in in-house, or 4th to 7th graders interested in Community Rec League, you must register before March 15th to get your child's name on the rosters for a jersey and hat. Visit northfieldyouthbaseball.com for more registration information.
Valley Auto House has been offering automotive repair services to Northfield and the surrounding areas since 1926. We carry the most trusted tire brands in the industry, like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Fusion. Our tires are competitively priced so that our local, loyal, and new customers, along with our fleet accounts, can be confident in their purchases. Located on Highway 3 South in Northfield, open from 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us online at valleyautohouse.net.
NCC Builders has built and renovated custom homes and commercial buildings since 1972. We are committed to providing the Northfield area with high-quality construction with a singular focus to bring your vision to life. I'm Adam, the president of NCC Builders. You can rely on our experience and attention to detail for your home or business. Take the first step. Contact us at nccbuilders.com or 507-645-8975.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Yep. Welcome back to the Aldrich Ice Arena, and ice is the key factor to this arena. The heat must have broke somewhere or something. It's a little chilly in here. It's I don't know. It's maybe 40 degrees, 45 degrees. I'm guessing. I'm not exactly sure, but hey, we digress. What a first period! Hard hitting, just a crazy first period there. A lot of checking going on there. We've got 2 major penalties. We had a major on the Eagles. Caden Larson, he was roughing or an elbow or at the 14:22 mark. He went in for a 5-minute major. And we've got Larden Barstead too as well, and he went in for interference. And it's been a hard. And then at the end of the period, Caden Munson did something really stupid. Yeah. Kind of elbowed the guy after he put a hit. He put a hit on Briar Lang. And Briar Lang is kind of a shorter fella. He's only 5'4", and Munson put a hit on him at the buzzer, and Lang kind of gave him a little jab, and then of course Caden retaliated with a shot to the head. Basically,
it was not the smartest move Caden Munson has ever made. You know, as you said, Briar Lang, he's a smaller guy. He was just they were kind of being physical as you do are in hockey, and then Lang kind of shoved him as the bell was going off, as the alarm was going off at the end of the period, and Munson just the anger got to him, the frustrations of the game, and the intensity. He just made a mistake, flat out.
Without a doubt, but that is going to cost them a 5-minute major. So for the first 5 minutes of the second period, New Ulm will be in a full power play. So with that said, and Munson also, he had a tripping penalty at the 2:55 mark, and then of course the major right at the end of the period as well. But on a good note, at the 4:14 mark, Michael Seward on a shorthanded goal broke past and put it in for a shorthanded goal to make it 1-0.
Yeah, fantastic job there by Stewart. I mean, he absolutely blew past the defense and then just put it right past the goalie. Just a fantastic job by Stewart on a great shorthanded goal.
So then again at the 11-12 mark, down on the left-hand side, so Kaiser usually coming in from that right side, from that right circle, that right slot. He really likes to play from there, but I've noticed in the last couple of games they've been setting him up over here on this left-hand side, so I don't know if that's got something to do with his shoulder.
Yeah, he does have that shoulder injury. He injured it during the football section championship game, and I mean, there's a lot of tape out on Kaiser. We're probably responsible for a lot of that tape being out there, but you can see a lot of tape on Cam Kaiser. The teams know he likes to attack from that right circle. So, when you move him over to that left circle, it kind of gives the defense a different look. It gives the goalie a different look. It's not really what they're expecting, and I'm assuming that that's a part of it.
Well, it made a difference because the puck came out to the left-hand side and he just blew it right past. And he had another shot later on in that period that he went off the top of the pipe, and he had a wide open. It was
about as wide open as you're going to get.
It was pretty wide open, and he just shot a little too high, hit the pipe, and went up against the glass. But needless to say, the Raiders get away with a 2-0 lead after the first period. But like I just said, we're going to have 5 minutes of that second period that the Raiders are going to have to be in the penalty kill. Now they've got an 85% penalty kill, but 5 minutes is a long time to be chasing the puck around.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And if New Ulm scores, they'll still be on the penalty kill, as it is a major. So Raiders going to need to play smarter than what happened there. Just flat out, you got to play smarter. You got to know what the situation is, and it's a mistake that won't happen again, and I can guarantee that.
Well, New Ulm's got 23 wins on the season. They are an independent school. They do not play in the conference, so they play everything that's outside of there. So 23-win team, can't take them lightly.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a great team. They made it to state. They're in a consolation bracket, but that's still a lot more than most teams can say. And you can't take them lightly, as you said. This is going to be a very physical game throughout, as we saw in the first period.
Well, as Kevin Gorg says, the most dangerous lead in sports is the 2-0 lead in hockey.
Exactly.
So hopefully the Raiders will come out and play smart and do what they got to do and keep themselves in this contest and keep them going in the cancellation bracket.
In the cancellation bracket, exactly.
All right, it's 2-0 in favor of the Northfield Raiders from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll do our second period here from the Aldrich Arena. You're listening to Raider Hockey on KYMN 95.1 The One and AM 1080. Streaming live on northfieldlive.com.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Getting glasses that fit right and look good doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we work with you to provide you with great-looking frames and the best corrective lens options available within a cost range you're comfortable with. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will make sure your glasses fulfill your unique needs every time. We don't just sell glasses, we shape them to you and your lifestyle. Find out how we can help you see more clearly at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
It can be hard keeping up with your parents' or grandparents' growing medical and physical needs, especially if they don't live in the Northfield area. It may be time to schedule a tour at Northfield Retirement Community. Northfield Retirement Community offers a wide range of flexible care options to match every resident's needs. Reach out to us at northfieldretirement.org for more information. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Don't go at it alone. Did you know there are nearly over 200 steps to the real estate process? 200 things to consider, be aware of, 200 things that could impede your ability to buy or sell or compromise the actual closing day. Alas, have no fear. You can contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group anytime to answer all of your real estate questions. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Champion Sports has the best selection of merch for kids and adults alike, with Carlton, St. Olaf, and Raider hats, hoodies, and letter jackets. Champion Sports has it all. Champion Sports even offers custom printing for sports teams and businesses. Champion Sports has a good selection of sporting goods for hockey, baseball, swimming, lacrosse, and pickleball. Champion Sports has great shoe brands like Brooks and Adidas to give you that competitive edge. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest gear is in stock. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Hello, I'm your Mayor, Rhonda Pownell, and I would like to cordially invite you to this year's State of the City Address on March 19th, 2024 at 6 p.m. at the White Center.
NCC Builders has built and renovated custom homes and commercial buildings since 1972. We are committed to providing the Northfield area with high-quality construction with a singular focus to bring your vision to life. I'm Adam, the president of NCC Builders. You can rely on our experience and attention to detail for your home or business. Take the first step. Contact us at nccbuilders.com or 507-645-8975.
Looking for funds to support your business's growth? Aaron Nibby here for Franzen Bank & Trust. Franzen offers loans and other financial services designed to meet your needs. As an SBA preferred lender, Franzen Bank can help you save time by expediting the loan process from application to funding. Franzen is also consistently named a top 504 and 7A lender in Minnesota. Start your next business adventure today at franzenbank.com/SBA. Franzen Bank & Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Aldrich Arena as the Northfield Raiders take the ice here for the second period. Raiders on top 2-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We are about ready to get started here with our second period. Raiders out shooting them in the first period 10-6 and putting 2 pucks in the net past Briar Hoffman from the Eagles. We will be starting in a 5-minute major penalty kill.
Yeah, it was a big mistake by the Raiders and Kata Munson to put themselves in this position, but they got to bounce back. They got to, play with the cards that they're dealt and that they gave themselves and figure out a way to stay in this game, not let it get to them, and come out still firing.
5-minute major was on Larson Barstead earlier in the contest at the 7:16 mark. He took a shot and hit winner right in the chops. And so he went to the bench for 5 minutes, and then you would think that after that guys would keep their head on a even keel, but Munson, with all the emotion, got a little out of control, and so he's going to go sit in the penalty box over there, and the Raiders will skate from left to right here in the second period, and of course the Eagles will then, in their purple and white, skating from right to left on their radio dial. I guess we could say on your Northfield Live dial too, because we're just streaming the audio right now due to the Minnesota State High School League rules. And we're facing off here at center ice. And that puck will be controlled by the Eagles, but then Geiger will pickpocket him in his own end.
3-0 into the first period.
Puck is controlled by the Eagles in their own zone. They try to pull that one out of there as Brudell tries to clear it out. Can't do it. Held in there for the Raiders was Becker. Becker didn't see a lot of him in the first period. That puck comes close to getting shot on goal out in front as the Eagles try to push it down into the Northfield end from the left circle. Down in the corner, we get a little pushing and shoving there. Rand loses his stick. It got caught up in the hands there of Lang. Puck's laying around on the ice now. He finally picks it back up, down to the left circle. Back to the point. Drop pass there for Euchre. Euchre shot across goal. That one gets deflected up and behind the boards there. Eagles in the power play here for another 4 minutes and 2 seconds here due to the penalty to Munson at the end of the period. Raiders will pick it up at the neutral zone. Ty Frank will fire that one all the way back and down. They'll do a line change, get some fresh legs out here. Eagles will come away with it in behind. Euchre, not Bob, Adam. So they'll push this one up across the ice, down into the far circle. It goes in behind the net for the Raiders. In behind their net, fighting for it hard there is Larson down in the corner. Larson and Lang getting after it down in the corner. Raiders trying to clear the zone, and they do. Now we got a little breakaway down the backside. Cashin going hard down, and the goalie comes out of the net as it goes over the top of Cashin's head. And now Euchre will clear the zone. Riley forces that one all the way through and sends it down to the end of the net. Another line change for Northfield. So switching out on a regular basis here, about every 45 seconds, they're able to get new legs on the ice here. 15 minutes remaining in the second period. Raiders on top 2-0. Rand decides to kick the puck into the neutral zone. Now Geiger will take it. A shot on goal, deflected by Hoffman off the glass, and it's picked up by the Eagles. They try to do an exiting pass down the far side. Ty Frank going one-on-one with him, takes him into the boards. Now that puck will come up, centering pass, and Geiger will clear it off the backboard, and they'll send it all the way back in to the neutral zone. Now Weston picks it up. He'll skate down the left-hand side. Pushed off the puck by Rand, and the Raiders staying physical here in the second period. Puck goes all the way down. Hoffman picks it up at the baseline. Skating after it is Brudell. Brudell picks it up. Hits the brakes, comes to the left side. Now he'll turn around, head the other direction. In behind the net, again setting things up. 2:17 remaining in the major. Nice defensive play there by Stewart as they push that back in the Eagles zone. Picked up by Helget. Helget will try to do a little exiting pass there. That one comes back from Barnstead, and the Raiders will fire it all the way back. So 2 minutes left in the power play for the Eagles. Raiders double teaming down in the Eagle end here in the near boards. A lot of stick holding going on here. Stewart with a nice little move right there to push it in behind the net before Euchre will pick that one up, and Euchre will skate it all the way through the zone. Down the right side he goes. Picked up by the Raiders there. Becker all over him. Euchre to the left circle. Shot on goal. Just misses way right of the net. Hums all the way to the top. Euchre back up there to Brudell. Brudell back to Euchre. Euchre with the puck at the top of the right circle. Dumps it down underneath to Larson. Larson loses the puck. Riley, shot off the glass. Kaiser making a run down there. Hoffman grabs it. Ooh, and they almost run into each other. That could have been dangerous. Frank comes out of the zone down the left-hand side. It's going to be Newman. Newman gets taken off the skates right there as they try to hold the puck in. Down the left-hand side, down the left circle, in behind the baseline. Shot on goal, rebound out in front, he shoots and he scores. Landon Barston scores on the power play at the 4:09 mark.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time until that dam broke. New Ulm was absolutely pounding the Raiders there on that power play. And eventually, with just 52 seconds left on the 5-minute major, New Ulm cracks the dam and is able to just sneak one past Shimoda.
That was an interesting setup right there. It was Larson who kind of assisted with that. He lofted it up to Barstead and Barstead back to Larson. So interesting goal there as the score now 2-1 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard off the glass, and they will continue in the power play for the next 47 seconds. Raiders try to clear the zone. That one's held right back in there by Newman. Newman down the left side. Shimoda with a nice save there to the near boards. And now we've got another whistle and another penalty on the play. Looks like a high sticking possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be a high stick. There was also an eagle on the ground, it looked like. So we'll see who this is on and what the call is.
So it's going to be against the Northfield Raiders, and they're going to get a high sticking there on Rand. So Cooper Rand. 2 minutes for high sticking, I'm guessing. And that's at the 5:24 mark.
So it'll be 5-on-3 here for 37 seconds until Munson comes back onto the ice. As Raiders do a great job clearing the zone on that face-off.
5-on-3 for the Eagles, trailing 2-1. In the power play, Northfield try to...
Cooper Rand, 2 minutes for high sticking, time of the penalty 4:24. Rand, high sticking minor, 4:24.
Okay, well...
On the power play is fifth of the season, number 18, Landon Barstead. First assist to number 21, Caden Larson. Second assist to number 22, Briar Lang.
Raiders.
And Munson's back on the ice here for the Raiders. It's going to be 5-4.
22, 4:09 on the goal.
Is that off?
That's off.
Okay. Down the left side for the Eagles. Pass across the middle. Now it's back into the near boards. A lot of pushing and shoving still going on down here. Now we have another stoppage to play as Larson goes down to the... Looks like Larson, yeah. He goes down to the ice and kind of covers the puck up, I believe. So we have a face-off here at neutral ice.
Yeah, eventually the Raiders slid the puck, and I think it almost hit a rafter up there, as it's a pretty low ceiling here at the Aldrich Arena. Raiders really...
So they'll face off to the right of Shimoda in the Northfield end. Still leading 2-1. Euchre, cross ice, off the stick there of Barstead. So Barstead and Stewart fighting for it. Comes back Euchre down that right slot. It's just pickpocketed right there by Munson. Now to the near boards. Back to the point. Shot on goal. Deflected all to the other side. Nice play by Stewart. That one's going to get pushed up. Stewart trying to sneak in behind it. And away he goes. Ty Frank, he's got the lead out in front. 35 seconds remaining in the power play. And that puck got through the zone. Couldn't get a stick on it. Was Munson. So now Frank will try to pull it back. Now Frank back to Frank at the point. Skates all the way through, and he's going to skate it out of the zone and waste a little more time. Raiders will pick it up, and Geiger will send it up, and then it'll be ricocheted up there. Becker will send it into the zone as Euchre retrieves it with 14 seconds to play here. Riley with a nice interception there in mid-ice. Oh, hit hard is it's Becker. Becker loses his stick and sends that one just flying all the way in the Northfield zone. There's a shot on goal. Great save by Shimoda. We're back to full strength and 10:33 to play here in the second period. Raiders on top still 2-1 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, on that hit earlier on Charlie Becker, his stick went flying about 20 feet. He just didn't have a very tight grip on it, and when he got hit, it just lost grip as he spun around.
Raiders trying to clear the zone. Eagles very aggressive here in the second period, really holding their own in the Northfield end with that advantage when they got that goal. That you talk about momentum, and things definitely look like they shifted a little bit there for the Eagles. Riley will skate it through neutral ice. That one will go all the way down into the corner. Benjamin tries to hold it in, can't do it. Now Cashin gets a stick on it. Benjamin, Cashin fighting it down against the boards. Cashin pushing hard into the corner there as Nordby comes in there to try to help and bail out his teammate down there, and the puck, they'll fall down on the ground, both of them on the ground, and the puck will come out to the top as Boardman, tries to dump it down into the near corner. Eagles trying to clear the zone. Winner trying to clear it out, can't do it. Raiders hold it in. Now back to the point. Boardman takes the shot on goal. That one's deflected off of the Kennelly there as it goes in behind the net. Picked up there by Nordby. Nordby tries to clear the zone. Raiders try to hold it in. Can't. Newman tries to get a stick on it. Now it's cleared. Boardman will fire that one back in, and they'll do a line change here for Northfield. They'll get Geiger and Frank back out on the ice out there. Puck comes loose. Newman tries to clear the zone. Can't. Held in and shot. Geiger out in front. Nice save there by Hoffman, but another centering pass out in front by Geiger. It's deflected by Newman. Newman picks it up, tries to skate it out through neutral ice. Dumped in deep into the Northfield end. Shimoda coming out of the net, and that's picked up there by Euchre. A little dangerous move there as Euchre comes racing in to take it. Now Rand, he gets checked into the boards. Geiger, far corner, both fighting again for the puck. Puck comes loose. It's going to be picked up by the Eagles in behind the net, and that's going to be Larson again. Larson to Euchre. Euchre skates up to the circle. In behind. Larson centering pass. Euchre broke it up in the middle there. Nice little breakup by Becker. He'll clear the zone and put it all the way into the Northfield end. And it's knocked to the ground again is Kennelly. And the Eagles will pick it up in behind. 8 minutes remaining here in the second period. Raiders on top 2-1. Little Ben Geiger skates into the Eagles end before they try to clear the zone. Still trying to get a puck on it. Helget tried to get it out of there. Now the Raiders holding it against the near side. Comes loose. Ben Geiger gets it. And he's poke checked off the puck there. And they'll clear it in through neutral ice. And down the left side it'll go Helget. Helget racing down there. But Riley gets there first. Outlet pass all the way across the ice to Winter. And it goes right past the stick. And we'll have a stoppage of play and an icing call here with 7:28 to play here in the second period. Northfield still on top 2-1.
Yeah, Northfield done a great job bouncing back after New Ulm had a lot of momentum coming off of that initial major penalty on Caden Munson in the following 2-minute minor, as we have a stoppage of play right after the face-off.
So that 5-minute major should actually be accredited. It was at the end of the first period, but it actually was sentenced in the second period. So there's a shot on goal there, deflected out in front. In behind the net it goes. Eagles fighting hard for it there. Raiders kind of get it out of the zone, can't seem to do it. Pumper will try to clear the zone. Munson, pass across, didn't even see it coming. There was Pumper, Simon didn't even see it in behind him, and now the Eagles just dump it all the way deep in behind the Northfield net again. Into the boards they go. Sliding in there is Pumper. Now the Raiders will come away with it, tries to clear the zone. Can't do it. Finally picked up by Stewart. Down the right-hand side, Stewart with a nice little goal earlier in the contest in that first period. And that one goes right into the breadbasket of Hoffman as well. So they'll have a stoppage of play and we'll face off to his left with 6:47 remaining here, second period. Aldrich Arena here in Maplewood is where we're at this afternoon for the consolation bracket against New Ulm and the Northfield Raiders. Raiders in the zone. Shot towards the goal for Hoffman. And we'll have a stoppage of play as he pucks it. So we've got 6:37 remaining here in the second period as we face off to the right of Hoffman here. 2-1 in favor of Northfield. Controlled by the Eagles off the break.
We have a delayed penalty here.
Tripping. They're going to call for tripping again on the Northfield Raiders. And it's going to be against number 19,
that's
Christian Whiteman.
So Whiteman in the box for 2 now. Not what the Raiders wanted to see on that play. Is that really hampers the Raiders now having to go back to that penalty kill?
Well, they'll face off to the left of Shimoda deep in the Northfield end as well. Well, they'll kick him out of there and they'll start again. Face off, Geiger gets booted. Now the Raiders will control the face off. You can just see a couple of these guys they come up into the grab the puck. You can just see that they're just kind of wincing a little bit or just holding back because they don't want to get smoked up against the boards.
Whiteman, 2 minutes for tripping. Time 10:26.
All right, so the Raiders in their own zone. Puck comes loose out to the top of the circle. Munson with a little chap shot again against Lang. He's picking on Lang down there on the Eagle end, and they'll try to skate it up and through as Brudell will try to skate through, and he's taken off the puck there by Kaiser. Kaiser fighting for it. Brudell. Kaiser comes away with it. It's going to be Lang. Shot on goal, up and over the top, way out in front, came high off the boards, right out in front. An opportunity missed by the Eagles. They couldn't get a stick on it. Kaiser will pick it up and sling it all the way into the near side, and now it comes out through neutral ice as Munson picks it up. Down that right side, he'll sneak in behind, and he's got a break up by Hoffman right there. Nice move again by Munson. Kaiser running him into the boards, drop past to Munson. Munson with a shot and into the pocket of the glove of Hoffman. So another nice save there by Hoffman. 5:24 remaining in the period. 51 seconds remaining in the power play. And the penalty kill from Northfield really standing tall.
Yeah, that shot from Munson there to end that was a little wide right. It would have hit off the pipe, but still a great save there by Hoffman, getting over there and stopping the play. Getting a little reset here as Raiders are able to control that, get a quick shot off.
Castron will pick it up in behind the net. So doing a nice job. They're actually getting some offensive momentum here with this being shorthanded. Now the Eagles turn around the other way. They'll come skating hard and through. Newman down the left side. He gets picked off by Castron at the blue line. Crowd wants a penalty, but they're not going to get it. That puck goes all the way back in behind the net, bounces hard out to the left side. The puck's out of the zone. So now they'll have to skate back and get that as well. I think it's Weston. Yes, Weston. Dumps it in all the way to the net. Shimoda just kicks it to the side. Down in the far end. 12 seconds remaining in the power play for the Eagles. The puck in behind. Riley pops it up. Geiger clears the zone, and they're going to try to hold that in as Weston. He'll fire it right back in all the way around, and Shimoda couldn't get to it. Now from the left side, Newman. And they're back to full strength, and on the break out there, Whiteman couldn't hold the pass, but Geiger's got it. He's shot towards the goal. Pad save there. Now it's picked up by Ben Geiger on the other side. Picked up by the Eagles as they try to clear the zone. Down the left side, gets all the way down to the left-hand corner here into the left circle. Sends it all the way far to the right. Geiger. Ben Geiger trying to hold his own against them. Raiders will come away with it. Pass in behind the net. Tries to push it up. Tries to dump it out through the zone. They do. Could hear that hit a mile away there. Now it's a shot down the right-hand side as the Eagles will skate it through neutral ice again. Down the right side. Dumps it all the way in. Ty Frank will pick it up. He'll drop that pass to Geiger. Ford intercepted. Picked off by Euchre. Now it's through the neutral zone. Pass to the near side. Picked up there by Larson. Larson down the other side. Picked up again by Lang. Lang and Larson out in front out there. Larson with the only goal of the evening. And there's a shot towards the goal. I'm not sure what happened there. That puck comes right out in front through the crease, and Shimoda kicks that one out. Now it'll go to the far boards. 3:20 remaining here, second period. Northfield on top, 2-1. Eagles trying to get something going here. Euchre going after it. Frank picks it up, fires it off the glass, and he sends that one all the way down towards the net. So Hoffman will have to glove save it there as looked like...
Yeah, Munson was flying down there right in his face. Hoffman just decides to smother instead of risking Munson getting a shot off right there. Pretty smart idea there by Hoffman, recognizing one of Northfield's best players, skating down the ice right at him, and just getting the face-off here instead.
Face-off to the left of Hoffman. Stewart up against Larson, and the Raiders will come away with it. Picked up by the Eagles again as they dump it out of the zone. Dumped all the way back in as Boardman down around the corner. In behind the net now, the Eagles try to clear the zone. It comes out into neutral ice. Winter will pick it up, bring it to the near side. Boardman will fire it back into the zone. Picked up by the Eagles. They'll try to clear the zone. Held in by Stewart, but I think they might have been a little bit offsides there, but they'll clear it out of there. So now you've got Barstead with the puck up to Newman. Across the ice and down the left-hand side goes Nordby. Nordby back into the point. Shot on goal. Stick save. Shimona all the way to the near boards. Newman trying to pick it up down there in the corner along with Wellman. Raiders. Cashin picks it up in the corner. He gets checked off the boards for just a second. Fire it up through the neutral zone. Deflected into the Eagles' end of the ice. And they'll regroup there. Pass across the middle, got in behind him and shot in the goal. And the turnover cost him right there on that one as he got in behind the defense. And that is Euchre at the 15-minute mark ties this game up.
Yeah, just a complete breakdown there by the Northfield defense. I have no idea what happened there, but something that can never happen. I mean, he was wide open one-on-one with Shimoda, and he just snuck it right by him. Just a bad play by Northfield's defense as a unit.
Yeah, Brudell somehow saw him breaking through the neutral zone, got it to him, and he got in behind the defense there, and he took him one-on-one against Shimona. And we are all tied up 2-2 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll have an icing call, and we'll bring it all the way back down. So.
39th goal of the season, number 5, Austin Eaker. Single assist to number 10, Ian Brudley. Time 15 minutes. The goal scorer was 39th of the season, number 5, Eaker from Brudley at 15 minutes.
They call him Eaker, spelt exactly like
it's
Euchre.
spelled like Euchre. I don't know.
But they call him Eaker, so, well, thought maybe they would have,
You never know when the scoreboard announcer is wrong, though, so.
You never know, yeah.
It looks like Euchre.
Yeah. Controlled by Northfield in the Eagle end. Geiger will take a shot, broken up there by Euchre, or whatever. And he'll try to send it in behind as they try to clear the zone again. Raiders will try to hold it in. Kaiser holding his own against the near boards here, trying to clear the puck. Riley comes away with it at the top of the blue line, takes a shot towards the net. That one's deflected and kicked through the zone. Down the left side, Euchre trying to clear the zone there as well. And the Eagles aren't done yet. Kaiser now pick it up from the right-hand side. Dump pass, and it's Munson, he scores! Munson, Kaiser with a great breakaway there. And that is going to put the Raiders up 3-2 at the 15:47 mark.
Fantastic job there, Kaiser to Munson on just a terrific goal. Kaiser recognizing Munson breaking down in a perfect pass and a perfect shot. Exactly what the Raiders needed to take this lead back.
So there's another prime example coming down the right side into that right slot, and instead of taking the shot, he dumped it to Munson, and Munson made the break and scored and put the Raiders up 3-2. Well, it's got the Raider crowd back into the game anyhow. Took New Ulm out of the game. They had the momentum definitely swinging in their favor.
In the second period.
Okay, 1 minute remaining. So the Raiders on top, 3-2. They'll come away with it in their own zone. Dump pass there as Rand will now skate it through neutral ice across the blue line. He'll take a shot, and that one's broken up by Barstead, and that one goes flying up and over up into the netting, and we'll have a stoppage of play here. Raiders coming back to the bench. Looks like they're kind of...
Northfield his 23rd goal of the season and second of the tournament, scored by number 20, Caden Munson. Assist to number 12, Ken Kaiser. Second assist to number 24, Cooper Rand. Time of goal, 15:47.
All right, picked up by Northfield in behind the net. Shot towards the goal, 33 seconds remaining here in the second period. Raiders with the puck. Now they'll clear the zone for the Eagles. Picked up and dumped in. Rand hit hard into the corner, right into the bench. Helget put a little shoulder to him. 17 seconds remaining. Eagles try to clear, broken up. Now Cashin recovers in the Eagles zone. Shot towards the goal. That one's broken up. And 6 seconds remaining here. It's a 3-on-2 goal in the other direction. Shot towards the goals. Pad save there. Kick to the left-hand side here. And that'll end the buzzer. And got a little pushing and shoving here again at the end of the second period. But ref right there to make sure they break it up. Well, at the end of 2 periods, the Northfield Raiders lead the New Ulm Eagles 3-2 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. So we'll end the second period. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll recap. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One and AM 1080 KYMN and streaming 90northfieldlive.com.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Cold weather is here, and that means it's time to stop by and get Witt Brothers Winterization Special. For just $30, you can get your battery, antifreeze, and tires checked. Don't let balding tires cause more slipping and sliding on your way home. Swing by Witt Brothers to get your tires checked and make sure you're ready for the cold by taking advantage of the $30 Winterization Special. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by IAT. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by IAT today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall. With all of your mailing and printing needs, we can pack it up, ship it out, and get it down the road. Fabricate a sign or a banner. We work hard to know our products. We can find what works for you and set you up with everything you need. The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall, offering solutions for you.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner. So no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time.
Is your money safe, secure, and growing? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Merchants Bank, and together, let's build your savings strategy. Maybe you'd like to have a rainy day fund, save for your child's future, or create a long-term savings plan. Or maybe you're just not sure where to start. As your trusted banker, we believe in helping you find the right solution. Not just any solution, to make reaching your financial goals easier. Call us or stop in at Merchants Bank. Let's build a plan to reach your dreams together.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Aldrich Ice Arena here in Maplewood, Minnesota. After 2 periods, the Northfield Raiders lead this one 3-2. Got a little scary there, though.
Oh, yeah. It got very scary there when it got tied up by New Ulm with a little bit left.
Well, they say that 2-point lead is almost the most dangerous one in the world, and by golly, they took advantage of it. They definitely took it on the power play there. They had the 5-minute major to start that second period, and it was Caden Larson, number 21 for the Eagles, scoring that first goal, and they still had some time left in that Major to Munson, and that was about all they got. So they got a total of 7 shots on goal during that period. You could feel the momentum definitely shifting. And then at the 15-minute mark, Austin Eaker, a.k.a. Euchre, scored the second goal to tie things up, and you could just really feel that momentum shift. And then somehow the Raiders just kind of literally flipped the switch there at the 15:41 mark, and Munson got a breakaway or a pass from Kaiser on the turnover in the neutral zone. Kaiser got down the right slot, dumped it to Munson, and Munson then put it in at the 15:41, and you could just feel that whole, now the momentum just swayed, boom, right back the other direction.
Oh, yeah, that changed everything. I mean, when we saw Kaiser pass it over to Munson and Munson was breaking down, that instantly changed it. It didn't even really matter if the goal went in or not. That was a sign Raiders are not going to give up. They're not going to see, New Ulm has the momentum. They're coming back. They came back. They punched New Ulm right back in the mouth. And it was just a great job there by Munson, swinging right there, and a great goal.
So of course, the New Ulm crowd was really into it when they tied up 2-2, and then shortly thereafter, like I said, you turn around 41 seconds later and you put it in the net, and you kind of the place kind of went silent, and then you got the Northfield group getting involved and getting all pumped up and psyched up. So there's got to be a lot of optimism sitting here, because I'll tell you right now, I mean, we still got a nice crowd there for Northfield. I think a lot of them are trying to get some warm chocolate or some hot coffee or something, because inside the arena here, we might be pushing 55. I'm not sure. That might be it might be 45. I'm not sure.
It might be the same temperature up here that is on the ice, but Raider fans traveled very well. We got plenty of lucky blankies out there from plenty of fans, and Raider student section alive and well here. I mean, you get out of school, come watch a hockey game. What's better than that?
Right? Getting out of school and come watch the hockey. There you go. So now, we still got a period to play, so we're not going to get ahead of ourselves here at all. But if in the event that whoever wins this contest, we'll play on Saturday for the Consolation Championship, and that will be whoever wins here this afternoon and whoever wins between Orono and Alexandria. So that game is coming up after us here this morning, and that'll be the Orono and Alexandria game. So the winner of that will take the winner of this contest. Currently, the Raiders are on top 3-2 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, that'll be Saturday at 11 a.m. Also Saturday, we have the state weightlifting meet. Northfield has about 11 to 14 lifters. I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but we'll be there all day streaming that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure to tune in on NorthfieldLive.com. It's going to be a whole lot of fun watching those lifters out there.
Where is that at?
That is in Cannon Falls.
The state meet?
The state meet is in Cannon Falls. We'll be streaming that. It's going to start about 8 a.m. and it'll probably go till 8 p.m.
Nice. And is that the Olympic weightlifting?
That is the Olympic weightlifting meet.
Okay, so that's going to be the clean and jerk and
that's clean and jerk and snatch. Yep.
Okay.
So Joey, will we be able to call? We're going to do Saturday morning sports talk from here. It sounds like.
Yeah, that's
from
what it sounds like.
Are we going to be able to call you and get a live check?
We can probably make sure that works.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can do that. We'll get an update. What time is it? It said it starts at 8?
It starts at 8. We'll be there all day.
Okay, well, we might as well. We'll do the whole thing right from here, but I'm going to bring my lucky blanket.
Yeah.
Keep myself warm.
I might bring a space heater.
Right? I might have to bring my ski pants. All righty. Well, we're ticking down here in the intermission of the second and third period here at Aldrich Arena. You are in the consolation bracket against the New Ulm Eagles and the Northfield Raiders. We've got one more period to play from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders lead 3-2. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One AM 1080 KYMN, streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Savings account from Community Resource Bank can help you save money on medical expenses when used in conjunction with a qualifying high-deductible health plan. And HSA offers the return of a savings account with the convenience of checking, all while earning a competitive interest rate. Stop by one of our locations or visit crb.bank to learn more. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Get your vehicle ready for whatever Minnesota weather throws at you next. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you your keys back. Go Raiders! From all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And find us at valleyautohouse.net.
It can be hard keeping up with your parents' or grandparents' growing medical and physical needs, especially if they don't live in the Northfield area. It may be time to schedule a tour at Northfield Retirement Community. Northfield Retirement Community offers a wide range of flexible care options to match every resident's needs. Reach out to us at northfieldretirement.org for more information. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Hello, I'm your mayor, Rhonda Pownell, and I would like to cordially invite you to this year's State of the City Address on March 19th, 2024 at 6 p.m. at the White Center.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Welcome back to the Aldrich Arena. And we are in the third period. The Northfield Raiders taking to the ice, getting a nice ovation from the crowd there as the student section is up and pounding on the glass. And coming in behind them will be the Eagles of New Ulm. Well, their fans are not giving up just yet. So you can hear them screaming and yelling. We got a nice third period coming. It's been a lot of hard checking through the first 2 periods. This third one is going to be a doozy, I believe.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how the Raiders can come out here as they get crowded around head coach Mike Lovecraft, as some of the Raiders are still warming up. It's going to be a very intense third period here. It's going to be a whole lot of fun to see how aggressive both these teams are coming out of the gate.
Well, like I said, the winner will advance. The loser, of course, going home. And the consolation finals will be on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock right here at Aldrich Arena. And the winner of this game takes on the winner of Orono and Alexandria, who will be coming up right after our game. So, with that said, our post-game discussions will be short and sweet and to the point because we've got a really, really tight area here. We can't really see. I can't really show you, but we've got about 10 people in a booth that is meant for 4. Yeah. We're facing off and we're off, and the Raiders will control it, and they'll fire it all the way down into the Eagles zone. The Eagles going left to right, and the Raiders going from right to left. Down in the corner, it's Munson in the mess right away as the puck comes up and off the glass, tries to dump it right back in. We got Geiger and Munson down there, and they'll try to do a centering pass there. That one's broken up Now in behind for Munson, tries to do a little wraparound. That one gets broken up, and Lang will try to come away with it. He'll fire it high off the top of the glass, picked up there by Klein. Klein will try to clear the zone, can't. Raiders try to hold it in. Geiger, Munson, and Ben Geiger all in that corner. Now they skated out of there. Down that left-hand side goes Wenner. Wenner, that is. And that puck goes up and over the net. And we'll have a stoppage of play and a face-off here to get the third period started. So a little barrage there by Northfield, controlling that opening face-off of the third period and putting a little pressure on Hoffman, the goalie for the Eagles. Now from the point, there's a shot and right into the glove. Nice save there by Shimoda. Shimoda feeling it here this afternoon.
Yeah, Shimoda is definitely playing with a lot of confidence. You love to see it. Little swagger on that save right there. He just stuck his hand right up, and he knew the entire way he was going to grab that one.
Face-off controlled to the right of Shimoda. Eagles will control it in behind, dumps it in behind before Frank gets a stick on it. He'll bounce it up to Winner. Nope, it comes right back. Dumped in by Euchre. He'll take it down the right-hand side. Newman with the shot. That one's off the pad of Shimoda as he kicks it to the right. Now it's picked up by Frank. Up, down on the ground goes Euchre, and he's covering the puck up, and Frank trying to get it out of there, but he's holding his stick. So now they're just pushing each other around on the ice. He's telling the guy, just let go of my stick, dude.
Yeah, Euchre just laying down. I'm not sure why he made no effort to get up at all. Eventually, Frank just started pushing him around like a mop.
So 15:51 to go here in the third period. So they're going to bring it back to neutral ice, and they're going to bring it to the face-off circle. Oh, nope, they're going to go to the far side. Far circle, neutral ice. Facing off there for Euchre and Stewart. Raiders will come away with it. In their own zone, bounces hard off the boards as Winner. Winner will fire it across, picked off by Newman temporarily as they try to clear the zone, and now they'll push that one up, and that one's deflected off of Rand's stick and into the crowd it goes. So, but I believe, see, it says, I think the Minnesota State High School League on these pucks. You could keep the pucks.
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's a nice souvenir right there.
It'll be even a nicer souvenir if the Raiders win, because it went into the Northfield student section there.
Get it autographed.
15:41 to go here. Third period. Northfield on top. Referee kind of got in the way there as the Raiders were trying to dump it into the zone. And now they'll go all the way down in the back, and Munson will beat them back down there as Burdell tries to clear the zone. Picked up at the top of the circle. Rand skates it down that right side. Dumps it in behind, and there's a centering pass out there, and nobody there to get to it. Now Frank at the top of the left circle fires it all the way to the far right. Rand will take a shot to the goal, and that was a rebound out in front, and it jumps on top of it. Hoffman jumps on top of it now. Now we got again pushing and shoving is Munson. Munson in the mix down there with 15:09 to play.
Yeah, Munson obviously a very aggressive player. He's having a pretty good game here. Also playing a very aggressive game. He's been instigating a lot of contact so far as the refs just kind of tell the benches, let's settle down a little bit. Let's keep playing this hockey game as we go to the face-off to the left of Hoffman.
And the Raiders will try to control it. Picked up again by Winner. Winner will try to clear the zone. That's held in by Kaiser for just a second. Now, forward pushing the fast forward into the Northfield zone. They'll try to clear the zone, and they'll turn around and go the other way. Winner sends it to the near side here. Little bit of a collision down there against Lang and Pumper. Kaiser tries to hold position down in that far right corner in the Northfield end. They'll clear the zone, and they'll bring that one up. They're going to go right at Hoffman. Hoffman will try to clear the zone himself. Into neutral ice we go. Eagles trying to dump it into the Northfield end. Nobody there, and their pass there. Cannelli sends it to in behind for Ben Geiger, and he'll take it in behind the net with 14:19 to play here in the third period. I think the Raiders, I am hoping they're not letting the gas off. I hope they get after it and they stay aggressive offensively.
This is a team that usually does not let the gas off ever as the puck getting kicked around behind the net now.
Picked up by Cannelli, and now he loses it off of his stick, pushed right back into the corner by Whiteman. And they'll try to come out of there. There's Euchre. Riley fires it right back into the zone, and now we got a shot across there. Cannelli making a race. Hoffman come up to meet it, kicks it all to the far side. Shot towards the goal, deflection to the left, shot out front. Oh no, an opportunity there by Whiteman, and he could not get a good stick on it. He was open, and he knew it. You can see his disgust right there. He knew he had a wide open net.
Yeah, those pupils dilated a little bit, and his body might have got ahead of himself a little bit as he just he jumped, got a little too happy for that one.
13:39 remaining here in the third period. Northfield on top of this one. 3-2 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Facing off to the right of Hoffman in the Eagle zone. Cashin comes away with it. He'll skate it around to the far circle. Now down below the far baseline, and that gets pickpocketed there and it recovers slightly. Euchre sends it out of the zone, held in by Frankman. Then they push it out into the neutral zone, and they'll take it and fire it right back in as they dump down. Cashin heading after it down there as Hoffman comes out of the net. Picked up by Euchre. He'll try to go off the glass, and he was somewhat successful, but then it's knocked right back in by Frank. Frank will pick it up and neutral ice and skate it through. Fires towards the goal, and he takes a nice little wrister there from the blue line, and it goes right in the glove of Hoffman, so we will have a stoppage of play and another change in our lines. 13:03 remaining here, third period. Raiders on top, 3-2. Like I said, the winner of this contest moves on and will play the winner of Orono and Alexandria on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. Puck comes clean. Raiders trying to control it. Fires across the middle. Picked up there by Wellman. Wellman goes down the left-hand side. Picked up there. Back drop pass to in behind for Northfield. And then it'll down the right-hand side. Geiger will go. He'll do a little shot, and that one's broken up by the defense. Larson with a nice move there. Cleared through the neutral zone. Kaiser across the ice and into the Eagle zone. So each team trying to get some control of the puck here, and they continue to move it out as Nordby tries to clear the zone, and that should be an icing call, and it is. So we'll have another stoppage of play. So pretty much a running clock for the first two periods, but here in the third period, there's been a lot of pucks getting knocked out of the arena and a lot of icing going on.
Yeah, that might just be a little pent-up aggression, especially on the New Ulm side. You know, you're down a little bit, and they're just trying to hit the puck as hard as they can, and sometimes that just ends up with it up in the air and on the net.
Controlled by the Eagles. They'll fire it towards the net, and it'll go all the way down in the Northfield end. Hot pursuit. Of course, Ben Geiger down in the corner there taking on Larson. Larson, the 6'3" senior, taking on young Ben Geiger. And now we got Stewart going down that left side. Winner with a shot across the middle. That one's deflected up into the net, and we'll have nope, they didn't call a stoppage. I thought it hit the net, but it's dumped all the way back in. That one is straight in the air. It goes 25 feet up and doesn't hit the rafters. So now the Raiders will try to dump it in to Rand, and Winter was sitting on the inside of the blue line, and he'll get called for offsides. 11:46 remaining here. Third period. Face off here again in neutral ice in the near circle here, just above the blue line. 11:46 to play in the consolation bracket. Controlled by the Northfield off the face-off. Now it's Whiteman down that left-hand side. He's going to take a shot right out in front. Hoffman with the deflection out there. Rebound not there. Frank with a shot. He scores! Ty Frank off the big rebound. Puts the Northfield Raiders up 4-2 at the 5:29 mark.
A fantastic shot by Ty Frank. Just a picture-perfect job right there. And that's Ty Frank's first goal on the season right here in the consolation bracket of state. A great job by Frank sending that one right in.
Interesting stat. I guess I thought that he had scored one earlier in the season, but maybe they took that away from him. But that was a heck of a shot from that high slot off that rebound, and it puts them up 4-2 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard with 11:22 to play here in the third period. Raiders still in the Eagle zone, holding their puck down in the corner, getting, like I said, fairly physical.
Seventh goal of the season, number 7, Ty Frank. First assist to number 19, Christian Whiteman. Second assist to number 21, Griffin Pinelli. Time of the goal, 5:29. Frank is 7th of the season from Whiteman and Pinelli at 5:29 for the Raiders.
All right, picked up in the Eagle end. Raiders continuing to put the pressure on her. Geiger trying to come away with it, cashing over there. Whiteman, Munson. Puck comes all the way down to Boardman, and they'll send that one all the way back in behind the net of Shimoda. Pumper picks it up. He'll send it back to the other side to Boardman. He hits the brakes as Euchre tries to bang him into the boards there. Puck comes loose all the way down. Pumper, and now he drags him to the ice. I don't know where the call is on that. Euchre absolutely wrapped himself around Pumper and dragged him to the ground. Now he's coming in from that left slot. He picks it up. Euchre centering pass to Newman. Another shot on goal. And that one just about Brudell with a shot from that right slot. And another nice save by Shimoda. 10-12 remaining, third period.
Yeah, great save by Shimoda right there in the breadbasket. Just smothering that one right up, right on his belly. Great job right there, and we're going to see a face-off to his left.
Comes over to the top of the right-hand circle as he tries to get a little wrister is Barstad, and that one gets deflected all the way to the corner. Now the puck sent all the way down in from the blue line there, so we'll have a stoppage of play and an icing call on Northfield, and we'll bring that one right back to the right of Shimona as well. We've got 10:02 to play here in the third period. Winner advances to the Consolation Championship, and the winner of Alexandria and Orono coming up right after this contest this afternoon. Riley will control that puck off the face-off. Off the glass and into the neutral ice we go. This one is picked up by Geiger. Geiger going one-on-one back there. He'll take a shot, and that one into the glove of Hoffman. So from that right slot area, takes a little shot, a little high. Probably would have missed anyhow.
Yeah, it definitely was going a little high. It's still a great save by Hoffman there, stopping the play as Geiger was flying down there. He had an excellent play and a good job by the New Ulm defense. There was a defender right in his way, really stopping him from getting that one in.
Guys are having another conversation with the referee there. Not exactly sure what they were talking about, but if it's got Cam involved, who knows? There's a nice little backhand off the face-off, and Cashin with an opportunity. Hoffman with the cover-up, and we'll have another stoppage to play and a face-off to his left with 9:46 to play.
Yeah, the 100th stoppage of play here in the third period. Great job there by Cashin, and an even better job there by Hoffman jumping on that puck immediately.
Face-off to the left in the Eagles zone. Time is running out here in the third period. From the top of the circle, now to the blue line. Now underneath, centering pass across the middle, broken up by the defense. Eagles will pick it up. Lang will try to clear the zone. Raiders will try to hold it back in. Now through neutral ice. And breaking Wellman there, but he misses the pass. And now Winter got his sticks tied up there a little bit with Nordby, and he goes down to the ice, but they'll clear it, no call. Raiders will dump it deep back into the end of the Eagles, picked up there by Klein. Klein tries to skate it up and out. Forwarding pass to Wellman. Misses off of his stick, goes all the way back to the other end of the ice and the Northfield end, and we'll have a stoppage of play and a face-off back in the Eagle end. 9:10 remaining, third period.
You can tell the Raiders on the bench definitely expected to be, winning a little more in control of the game. There's a little frustrations there, but, it's still been a great game for the Northfield Raiders. There has been a few penalties. That's something that they're going to want to clean up going into Saturday as long as they can hold on here, but it's still been a pretty great game for the Northfield Raiders so far.
Controlled by Northfield. Down that left side, Frank just misses another one-timer there, and have a quick stoppage of play here. It looks like the goal came off the post there a little bit. Fired a pass across the left-hand side all the way to the low circle there, and Frank with another opportunity with a one-timer missed it, and stoppage of play. So they're going to face off to the right of Hoffman here with 9:03 to play. Raiders will control it. Frank will push it in. Back to the center. Shot towards the goal, deflected out in front. Rebound out front. Now it's in behind, slides in behind, and Munson comes away with it in behind the net. From that circle, now it's intercepted there. Geiger, whose intended pass was to Geiger. Now Geiger pushes it back into the neutral zone, and Frank will dump it all back in, and they'll all head back in there. So Munson going after it into the corner. Nice forecheck there, holds it in. Picked up by Northfield, in behind, centering pass to Rand, and it's off the pad, saved by Hoffman. Rand picks it up again, and in behind, and I think the net came off again with 8:27 to play here in the third period.
Yeah, I think the net came off right around when Rand shot that one in, and they just got to fix this one up. Net really becoming an issue here as they're just not able to keep it down, as Kaiser has another conversation with the ref here.
So a lot of, they crashed the nets kind of hard. I made that comment earlier in the pregame about how Kaiser hasn't been crashing the net lately, and Mike Luckruff said, they kind of have a lingering thing going on, but here in the third period, he's he must not be feeling it because he's been crashing the net hard and getting in that crease whenever he has an opportunity. Raiders will control the face-off before it's dumped back into the corner by the Eagles. Eagles will pick it up on that far board. Tries to clear the zone. Coming out of there hot and heavy. It's going to be Klein, and he's going to try to skate on through a bunch of defenders down there, including Boardman. Boardman and getting after it there. Brudell down in that corner. Centering pass right out in front of the net. Stewart clears that one. We got a break down the left-hand side. Goes Kennelly, and he'll drop past there. Shot on goal, deflected by Hoffman. In behind the Northfield, centers it. Shot on goal, and that one, Simon sends that one up over off the stick of the defenseman and up into the netting. That one will go, so we'll have yet another stoppage of play. And 7:39 remaining here in the third period.
Yeah, that one went over the netting. It went all the way up into the stands up there.
Souvenir.
Yeah,
nice.
Great souvenir right there. Bobbing way high.
So we're going to face off to the right of Hoffman here with 7:39 to play here, third period. Northfield on top, 4-2 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. They control the puck, but it's picked up again by Barstead. Barstead will try to clear the zone, can't do it. Held in by Stewart. Nice defensive move, and down it's an offensive move. They'll break across the middle to Cashin, can't control this pass, and now they'll turn around and Barstead will take it through neutral ice, getting up ahead of steam as Riley rides him off and so goes into the far corner down there. They'll come away with it. The Eagles tried to get something going. Euchre with a centering pass out there. There's a shot on goal. That was way up and over the top of the net. Picked up there by Helget. Helget in behind the net to Euchre. His drop pass there. Riley will come around the near side. Grabs it, pushes it forward to Winter. Nope, intercepted now by Euchre from that high slot. Now it's the left slot. Backhand out in front. Rebound. And they score. And I think that's Helget there. Number 9, Taylon Helget, and he at the 10:07 marks makes it 4-2 in favor of Northfield.
4-3 in favor of Northfield still. But yeah, great job there by New Ulm. Really just pounding the net. Eventually something was going to break, and even though Northfield had some great defensive plays on that possession, especially Ben Geiger on a centering pass, he broke up really well, but eventually New Ulm was able to just sneak one right past Northfield's defense, and it's back to a one-goal game.
Face-off controlled by Northfield. Picked up by Kaiser. Tries to poke it in. Does so. Now it's the Eagles' momentum turning around, sending it the other way. Ty Frank tries to clear the zone, and he'll push that up and through. Rand will take it off the backboard. Playing around out here in neutral ice, and now Northfield will pick it up and try to dump it in the zone. The Eagles will clear it quickly. Rand fires it all the way back in behind, and it's Munson getting after it there as Hoffman comes out of the net. Fighting for it hard behind the net is Munson, and you got Kaiser down there as well. Finally comes clear.
Fifth goal of the season and second of the tournament. Number 9, Taylon Helget. First assist to number 5, Austin Euchre. Eaker. Second assist to number 21, Caden Larson. Time of the goal is 10:07. The New Ulm goal should read 9 from 5 and 21, 10:07.
Puck cleared into the near boards in the Eagle zone. Raiders trying to hold it in. Now it's finally picked up and cleared. Down the right side they go. Eaker comes away with it. Fighting for it down in the corner. 5:36 remaining. Score is 4-3 in favor of Northfield here. Third period at Aldrich Arena and the consolation matchup. Ben Geiger will send it up through neutral ice, and they'll dump that one right in. And they won't call icing on that as they switch up the lines quickly. And Kennelly tries to intercept it there as they fire it all the way across to Borgstedt. Raiders will try to hold it in. Barstead over to the near side. Picked up by Wellman. He'll forward that pass down that right slot. Shimoda fires over the top of the net. Raiders will pick it up off a high bank board down the right side. 2-on-1, makes a shot on goal, and that one goes way far to the left. Comes all the way to the top of the circle, and the Eagles try to clear the zone. Kennelly fighting hard in that corner. And it's fighting against Barstead down there in the corner. Frank comes away with the top of the circle, then Rand, a shot towards goal, deflected all the way to the near side. Eagles pick it up. They'll make a break across the middle. Loses it off the puck. Picked up by Whiteman. Whiteman, 4:28 to play. He'll take it in by himself. 1-on-4, looking for some help. There's a drop pass to Frank, and that one goes up into the netting. And we'll have yet another stoppage of play here in the third period with the Raiders on top 4-3 with 4:22 to play.
Another case of great defense by the Eagles, really disrupting the Raiders, not letting them get a clean shot off in the last few minutes.
So they'll face off to the right of Hoffman here with 4:22 to play. Puck is controlled by the Eagles off of that face-off. Going to pick that one up. Klein is going to try to clear the zone. Can't do it. Raiders putting pressure. Cashin comes away with it. Down in the left circle. Little drop past the Geiger. Ooh, and he just got smoked. Klein crushing young Ben Geiger into the boards. Puck will come out of the zone. Drop pass here through neutral ice. They'll try to skate it up and through as Stewart tries to break that one up, and it'll come back into the Northfield end, and they'll try to control the puck. Riley looking for a pass out of the zone, flips it high into the air, goes right into the Eagles zone. They'll bank that one off the glass, try to dump it back in, and that one got past him. Euchre going back into the Northfield end, and he gets bumped off the puck. Now down into that far corner it goes with Larson down there. And now that puck gets loose, gets out of there, and it's going to be Cashin down the right side. He's going to take the shot and misses way high and to the left as that puck comes all the way back up to the blue line with 3:29 to go here in the third period. Raiders on top, 4-3. Puck down the left side, excuse me. I got to get my right from my left, and there's a hard check into the corner there by Ty Frank. Puck's picked up by Northfield, bangs it out, tries to clear the zone, can't. Now it's intercepted by Geiger. Geiger forwarding it up to Kaiser. Kaiser down the right side, he shoots, and he misses way left. And down on the ice he goes, taken down hard into the glass. Now it's picked up by Munson out front, centering pass. That's broken up. Now it's coming back the other way. Larson down to the left-hand side. Nordby picked up by Northfield. 2:53 to play. Third period. Raiders pick it up. And it's going to be Kaiser skating it all the way up and through the zone. And he's going to take a little bit of a shot, but that one was just deflected pretty simply. Now it's down into the far corner. Picked up again. Riley, top of the circle. Down off to the top of the far side. Shot towards the goal. That one's broken up by the defense. Eagles trying to clear. Raiders trying to cover. Puck comes loose. In behind the net, they scoot. Held in by Northfield at the blue line. Geiger down to the right side, sends it to that right slot to Munson. Munson misses, whiffs on it with 2:18 to play here in the third period. Raiders come away with it. Munson with another shot, and that one's broken up. Nice defensive play there by Barstead. He went down on his knees to save that one. Munson will pick it up in the near side in the circle down here. He'll skate it up and around into the left slot, loses the puck, and if they'll fire it all the way back, we'll have an icing call here. So we're just under 2 minutes left here in the third period. 4-3 in favor of Northfield. Film your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, Raiders just kind of tossing the puck around. No real great shots on goal there as New Ulm takes a timeout. So we'll be taking a timeout. We'll see you right back here. Don't change that dial and don't go anywhere.
You're listening to Raider Hockey at 95.1 and streaming on NorthfieldLive.com.
Champion Sports has the best selection of merch for kids and adults alike, with Carlton, St. Olaf, and Raider hats, hoodies, and letter jackets. Champion Sports has it all. Champion Sports even offers custom printing for sports teams and businesses. Champion Sports has a good selection of sporting goods for hockey, baseball, swimming, lacrosse, and pickleball. Champion Sports has great shoe brands like Brooks and Adidas to give you that competitive edge. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest gear is in stock. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Hello, I'm your Mayor, Rhonda Pownell, and I would like to cordially invite you to this year's State of the City Address on March 19th, 2024 at 6 p.m. at the White Center.
We're back.
Well, you can hear the excitement in the building. Timeout is over, and we have a minute and 57 seconds remaining here. And it's the captains having a conversation out there. So we've got Frank and Rand and Kaiser heading out there, along with Munson and Geiger, to face off to the right of Hoffman. The score is 4-3 in favor of the Northfield Raiders, and I would not be surprised to see the goalie get pulled here in a relatively quick fashion. Raiders will control the face-off, however. Shot towards the goal, deflection, far side. Raiders try to hold it in. Down in that far corner, getting beaten up down there by Barstead. He'll come away with it. Fires it off the glass. Raiders will hold it in. Kaiser. Pass across the ice. Geiger with a shot. That was deflected by Hoffman. Goes in behind the net. And the Raiders race down there again as Munson gets in behind. Loses his stick. Now he's got to ride him off. And he tries to hold the defender off. And he finally clears it. A nice little drop skate pass by Munson. Munson still without a stick. And the Raiders will skate it out of the zone so we can get a change up. And Winter will hit the ice. Stick is still laying in behind the Eagles net. Geiger all over him down in the nearest corner. Now they'll send it to the far side. Raiders fighting for it. Winter putting up a battle there in the corner. We're down to 1 minute. 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Raiders on top 4-3. Trying to clear into the zone they go. Shot on goal. Shimona pulled. Goalie coming out. It'll be 6-on-5. We've got 50 seconds left. And there they send it all the way down, but that'll be an icing call. And they'll bring it right back into the Northfield end. So there goes 6-on-5 in the Northfield end with 45 seconds remaining. Raiders on top 4-3. They're going to face off to the left of Shimoda. So now they're going to get the boys back in there. They got Geiger, Munson, Kaiser all coming back on the ice here for the last 45-second shift here. Little Ben Geiger is in there as well. They're telling him to get outside the right hash there. It's controlled by Northfield. Geiger gets it, slings it all the way around to the other side. Kaiser tries to clear the zone, can't do it. Held in by Barstead. Barstead at the top of the left circle now sends it over to the near side. Picked up there by Bedell. Ben Geiger will now try to clear it. They got to clear the zone here if they want to get rid of this. And here's an opportunity off the glass a little bit, and that one's going to slide, but that's going to be an icing call, I believe. And they'll bring that one all the way back to the Northfield end. So they got 22 seconds they have to figure out how to kill here in the third period.
And, you know, Raiders, they've done a great job all game at killing time when it came down to it, especially in these last 2 minutes. So they should be able to do this pretty efficiently here as they have that first line out there, that A squad really getting ready. They know exactly what they have to do, just kill this time.
Puck comes loose to the top, controlled by the Eagles. A nice Munson play, a nice defensive play, and that one's picked up now again by Kaiser. And then he drills him into the boards and down to the ice he goes. And he gets back up here. Seems like he's holding his own. Picked up by Munson. Munson with a shot towards the goal, and he misses to the left. 2 seconds to go, and they're going to be playing in the Consolation Championship. The Northfield Raiders have advanced in the Consolation Championship of the State High School Tournament. We'll be right back. This final score, 4-3 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be right back with your post-game cleanup, brought to you by Service Master by IAD. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. You're listening to Raider Hockey on KYMN and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
KYMN Radio 95 to 1 has been serving the Northfield area since 1968, delivering local news, weather, and sports every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Whether it's 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net, we'll keep you up to date with the latest happenings and events in Northfield and the surrounding area. And be sure to follow us on social media too. KYMN 95 to 1, we're all things Northfield.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by IAT. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by IAT today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
And welcome back to the Aldrich Arena here in Maplewood. Raiders win 4-3 in a thriller here at Aldrich. They were up 4-2 in the third period, and they came back. It looked like the Eagles really got their mojo going there, and it's a 10:07 mark. They put it up and made it 4-3, and the Raiders kind of held things out, but it wasn't about 5 minutes later. Ty Frank from the high slot put the fourth goal in for Northfield, and they fought their way back in for that last 5 minutes or so to try to hold things together there in the third period. And referee still having a conversation with Kaiser out there. So a nice victory by Northfield, and they will advance to the Consolation Championship against the winner of Orono and Alexandria. They they outshot them 30-19, and outshot them 12-6 there in that third period.
Yeah, I mean, just a fantastic job by the Northfield Raiders. They absolutely came out firing. They did a great job, as Sam Boardman congratulates some of the New Ulm Eagles on a great season. I mean, they did a great game here. They really held their own against a great Raider team, and they just did a fantastic job. And obviously, one team has to go home, but New Ulm really held their own.
All right, well, from the Aldrich Arena, again, from your Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northfield wins 4-3. We got to get moving. We got a game in behind us, so we got to break this stuff down and get the other broadcast teams in here. We want to thank you for joining us, along with Joy Hudson and Lance Reister. Jimmy LaRue bidding you adieu. We'll see you on Saturday morning right here at 11 o'clock. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One and AM 1080 KY.